Namah Parvati Pataye Govindanam Sankirtanam
Om Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. So we continue with the wonderful stories of the Mahabharata, which are so inspiring and so captivating for all of us. So we were talking about stories in the Sabha Parva the last time. So we talked about how Dharmaraja decides to do Rajasuya Yagna, and immediately he thinks this is only possible with Sri Krishna's help and advice. So we saw how Sri Krishna came and started, first of all, encouraging Yudhistra, said, definitely you should do this. And then we see the master strategist and master political strategist that Sri Krishna is. He immediately describes all the kingdoms, the kings, and points that if you really want to do this, first you have to overcome Jarasandha, the mighty Jarasandha. He is the greatest, the most powerful king on earth at the time, and he talks about the great powers of Jarasandha. And he now tells Yudhisthira. So this Jarasandha, as I told you before, he is so great and invincible. And he had these, like his right arm and left arm, he has these two very, very powerful, invincible warriors that were his close confidants. They were Hamsa and Dibaka. And both of them, as Sri Krishna had told Yudhisthira before, Sri Krishna had tricked both of them. And as a result, both of them who could not be conquered at all, right? Both Hamsa and Dipaka, nobody could kill them. There is no one who was capable of killing them. They had that kind of a blessing. And yet, Sri Krishna tricked both of them, and each one ended his own life, thinking the other was gone. Hamsa thought Dipaka was gone, Dipaka thought Hamsa is gone, and both of them ended their own lives. So Hamsa and Dipaka had gone away. So Sri Krishna was continuing to tell Yudhishthira, Jarasandha, this mighty Jarasandha, he tells him about all his birth and how he came about, how he is very, very powerful. He has so many blessings, so much taposakti that has been given to him. Nobody can conquer him. That kind of, so many powers he has. But now, after losing Hamsa and Dibaka, finally some doubt has crept into Jarasandha's mind. Maybe if Hamsa and Dibaka themselves left, maybe even I may face death. So that kind of a doubt has crept into his mind. So he told Yudhishthira, oh Dharmaraja, you have the weapons of Partha, and with all the strength of his weapons, and Bhima with his Bhujabala, with his bodily strength. They are like the two arms for you. As long as you have both of these with you, O Kauravanadha, there is nothing you cannot achieve. You can even defeat that mighty Jarasandha. Then he says, give us permission. We will go and conquer Jarasandha and come back. I will go with them. I will please give permission to Arjuna and Bhima, Partha and Vayuputra. We will go. I will go with them. Three of us will make it happen. Then Dharmaraja is delighted. Oh, see, he says, oh Nitya Satya Vakya Aribhishana Krishna. When you yourself are telling us this, you are Whatever you say, you only say the ultimate truth. You are the Nitya Satya Vakya. And you are the destroyer of all enemies. Aribhishana, Krishna, when you are with us, defeating the mightiest enemy is also not a big deal. What big deal is it when you are with us? Then within himself, he was thinking, how fortunate I am. I have Pavanatanaya and Vijaya, Bhima and Arjuna as my two eyes, and Kavalanabha himself as my manas. With this I am functioning. How can I be without them even for a minute? I can't even be without a second. Even for a second, I wouldn't be living without them. They are like my eyes and my mind, manas, right? And so this is also a great message to all of us. So we should also have like that great characters of and the great characteristics of Bhima and Arjuna, and that great spiritual power of Sri Krishna within us. With that, we can, if we live every second with those, we can achieve anything. So anyway, as a elder, he's elder to all of them, and he's the king, right? So Dharmaraja has to officially give permission. So with full confidence, he blesses them for victory, and he says, "May you be Jayostu, may you be victorious," and allows them to go. So then the three amazing heroes, Bhima, Arjuna, and Sri Krishna, the wonderful trio, then heads eastwards from Indraprastha. They cross many rivers and streams. They cross the Sarayu river. They cross the Ganga Ma, and finally reach Magadha, Magadha Desa. And there, as they reach that beautiful capital of Magadha, Magadha is today's mostly Bihar, and there Patna is there, right? So it the ancient city, Pataliputra, and at that time it was called Girivraja. And so Sri Krishna, as they approach that, he explains to Bhima and Arjuna, this is a beautiful place, Girivraja. It is surrounded by 5 giris, 5 mountains. That's why it's called Girivraja. Goradha, Vrishabha, Vaihara, Rishigiri, and Chaityakadri. 5 hills are surrounding this place, and it is very, very well guarded, like great devatas guarding this city. These 5 hills are there, the Girivraja. So now how shall we enter this city? It is very, very well protected. And how do we now get in and go there? So Sri Krishna tells them, this city, because Jarasandha is ruling, Jarasandha has great respect for Brahmanas. And he always respects Brahmanas. So there's always entry for Brahmanas into this city. So let us go in the guise of Brahmanas. So in the guise of Brahmanas, all of them go happily into the city. They are allowed to go in. And this is, they enter during the night time. And because Sri Krishna knows when to go there, because every night at midnight, Jarasandha performs Rudrabhishekam. He is a great devotee of Lord Shiva, and he performs Rudrabhishekam every night at midnight. And as he comes out, he has this vrata or niyama that any Brahmanas who come in front of him, anybody who, if they come and seek anything from him, he will give them, and he will do puja to them. Any Brahmanas that appear before him, he will do puja and grant them anything they wish. So they go along the Rajamarga, and at that time, and Jarasandha comes out having performed his Abhisheka, and he sees these wonderful people and offers them, and immediately does namaskara to them, seeing these 3 Brahmanas in front of him. And he tries to give them flowers and chandana and clothes, and he wants to offer to them, but they refuse. So then Jarasandha is very surprised, and he says, What is there? Why are you refusing to take my gifts? You are looking so luminous. You are looking so inspiring when I see you. In fact, when I look at you, on the one hand, you are in a Brahmana Vesha, and at the same time, if I look at your body structure and the way you are, and your physique and all that, you seem to be like Kshatriyas. Who are you? Why are you not taking gifts from me? Then Sri Krishna says, see, we don't take gifts from the people who are our enemies. When we have enmity to who are treating us like enemies, we don't take any gifts from them. And who are not following dharma, we don't take gifts from them. So the Jarasandha is very surprised. Why are you saying like this? What enmity? I didn't. For all Brahmanas, I give so much respect. I do so many pujas. I give so many gifts. And I have never done you any harm. Why would I think of you as my enemy? Then Sri Krishna says, just saying that you are such a dharmic person, such a great person, is it really true? How many people have you, how many rishis, how many sadhu purushas you have tortured? How many kings you have captured unnecessarily, even when they were not protesting against you? How many people you have captured and brought and tortured and put in your jails? How many evil karyas, krura karyas have you not performed? And how can you say that you are such a dharmic person? How much pride is in you? You want to be the one, you have such arrogance that you want to be the one king who is the greatest king on earth that nobody can conquer. And with that arrogance, you are going and doing anything and everything. You are not establishing peace across the nation and the world. You are going and unnecessarily attacking people and creating so much violence and himsa you are performing. So what is the use, O Jarasandha, if you perform all these Bhairav pujas? You come every night and perform Rudrabhishekam, that is great. But will Shiva be pleased if you are going and doing so much adharma while you are performing Shiva? So many people who are arrogant like you, like Kartivirya Arjuna, so many arrogant kings like you faced the result of their karma ultimately. This is what is ultimately will befall you as well. Why don't you realize this? And so Jarasandha is very, very shocked. Who are you? Then he says, I am there. This is Bhima. This is Arjuna. These are the great Kuru princes. And I am Krishna. We have come to have the ultimate fight with you. Since you won't refuse since you already said that you want to grant us whatever we want, we don't want any of your gifts. All we want is a fight with you. We want to do a mallayuddha with you. We want to do a wrestling match with you. You choose who you want. Among the three of us, you choose one person, and we want to fight with you right now. And one of us will fight with you right now. Then Jarasandha laughs and says, why should I? You treacherous Krishna, you are the one who is doing all this, my sworn enemy. I will not even, you already had a wrestling match with my son-in-law, Kamsa. I don't even want to touch you. Let me only, since you are asking, let me take the elder of these two people here. Let me have the wrestling match with Bhima. He also looks like the person who can have a mallayuddha with me. Let me have the mallayuddha with him. So in this way, this master strategist and always talking dharma, always talking straight and giving the truth as it is to Jarasandha in this beautiful way, he gives the hitabodha and brings Jarasandha to his ultimate fate, the great Sri Krishna. And with that, as you know, then the terrible mallayuddha happens, and finally Bhima destroys Jarasandha, and that comes to that brings to his end one of the greatest and most feared kings in Bharatavarsha and across the globe at that time, Jarasandha. And having conquered Jarasandha, they go back to Yudhistra victorious. And after which, Yudhistra is now ready to perform Rajasuya Yagna, and he sends his 4 brothers in 4 directions, to the north, east, west, and south, to go and do Jaitra yatra, the yatra of victory in each of those directions. And all of them come back tremendously successful, having achieved victory in all the directions. Everybody either accepts them, 95% of them just accept. There is no need to fight also. Everybody accepts their superiority and friendship. And in this way, conquering all the kings in all directions, they come back, because that is the precondition for Rajasuya Yagna. And with great wealth, and they come from each direction, that we come back with so much wealth and so many gifts and tremendous wealth and support. They come back to Yudhisthira, who is now ready to perform Rajasuya Yagna. With that, we'll conclude today. Om Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Jai Sri Krishna.